What's going on, everybody? Welcome to your daily astrology horoscope for Thursday, July 13th, 2023. Astrologer Brian Scarborough here, Fixed Air Moon, keeping the collective fixed on astrology. Thank you all for tuning in today. I hope everybody's having a great week. I appreciate you all very much. Well, it's Cancer season, of course. That sun's going to come to 21 degrees of Cancer. It's really separating from the Chiron square, so there's a little bit of residue of some of that, maybe vulnerabilities, anger, sort of identity stuff, feelings. Definitely a lot of healing stuff we may or may not have had to go through, but if you did, that's a big reason why. I would say that's a big one. That moon's going to leave Taurus in its exaltation point, and it's going to be in Gemini today. So not balsamic with the sun today, but definitely going through a lot as it shifts into a place where we want to feel more curious. We want to be more expressive, especially of our personalities, our feelings. We might want to talk about some things. However, midday it's going to square Saturn over there in Pisces. So there is maybe some challenges that come up that need to be talked about. Maybe especially with Saturn in Pisces, maybe some feelings, and even dealing with the moon here in Gemini. So there could definitely be a lot of emotions that have to get sorted out. Might not be the kind of conversations we want to have. Might not be the type of self-talk that we want to have either, but definitely things need to, you kind of got to step up and be responsible for what your emotional understanding of is and kind of what the physical is too, but also definitely it's hard to express. Look, I'm an Aquarius moon. Sometimes I have a very hard time expressing emotions because I'm not really sure what the feeling is myself. I'm like, oh, I don't know, it could be this, could be that. Today kind of brings that up. There's something we want to express. There's something we're feeling, but it can definitely feel like there's blocks up or situations aren't permissible, if you will, or it's almost like we need to be more mature and not express. So the challenge is going to be to actually express. It might be harder, or we might have to have some serious emotional talks or debates with people in our lives, or situations in our environment that are close to us. It could feel like things are getting delayed. This moon coming into Gemini definitely wants to pick up the pace a little bit more and, remain stimulated, but it's almost like, again, looking for that stimulation or that expression, and it's just hard to get to it. So today can definitely present itself with blocks, even, traffic jams, if you will. Kind of going to want to get places quick, fast, in a hurry, and it's probably not. Kind of just going to have to deal with maybe taking a detour or finding a different way to express yourself that isn't so harsh, or other people can just be expressing themselves in a harsh manner as well. But I will say, with Mercury in Leo at 5 degrees, the moon will sextile that Mercury. So it's not like we're completely stuck. I mean, I think that's just the trick. That's kind of the key to the puzzle today, is the expression. It's going to be helpful. It's going to be something that lets you express what your wants are, what your needs are, what you might want to feel comfortable, what you might need to say to feel more comfortable. So just being able to express yourself, I mean, I feel like this is really opening up throat chakra energy, which will help us, bring in abundance, which will help us manifest. But yeah, it's a day where the conversations are all important. They all carry weight. Even thoughts, our thoughts are important. They carry weight. We got to deal with these things, and there's benefit to it, and we get rewarded when we put that effort in there. So if we're kind of feeling, really introverted or shying away from things, we kind of just have to step up and handle it, even if it might be uncomfortable. I would say that's the best way to approach a situation like that. It'll provide what you're looking for in the end. There'll be some kind of a resolution or solution, if you will. And also Mars, right? So we're going to see the moon square Mars. And Mars is at 2 degrees of Virgo, so it's also starting to approach that opposition to Saturn. So a little bit of that starting to play into the mix, but then the moon squaring both the malefics. It's in Gemini and very mutable T-square energy. I would say that, it's going to bring about some kind of mutation and change. We need to handle these things. Just got to kind of step up. The more blocked we are, the more I think we'll feel disempowered. And I think after everything we've gone through, the expression's super beneficial to defining our base, knowing our power, knowing our worth, and being able to delineate and to articulate a certain set of emotions or feelings that we want. You know, it's going to help us move forward and be able to accomplish different tasks, or maybe things are changing and we're starting to really get the initiating force into the changes that are being made. So it can definitely feel like the gears are shifting a little bit today. The gears can be clunky, but I think in the end we get it in gear, and we're really starting to cruise forward and see some changes that were always meant to happen and are happening in whichever way, whether they're big changes or small changes. Little things like that can definitely get initiated on a day like today, especially if you're like, I do not want to see a change right now. I'm good. Probably going to have to go through some kind of change today. I feel like it would be unlikely if that didn't go down. And Venus is at 27, Leo, so it's in that quincunx with Neptune right before it's going to station and go direct here next week, which I believe is Tuesday. Oh, no. The nodes switch Monday evening into Tuesday into Leo, to Aries and Libra, and Venus will retrograde on the 22nd, which would be like Friday or Thursday. So anyways, next week, lots of things going down. Nodes, ingress, and Venus is going to station direct. Retrograde. God, you'd think Mercury was retrograde right now. But yeah, I don't have a chart in front of me, so I'm just doing this off my head, so doing the best I can. But yeah, that's where we're at. Lots is kicking into gear. So it can feel clunky, but I think overall we kind of find our stride, even if we have to make a turn or something we weren't, necessarily planning on, or handling a situation that kind of comes up. There's definitely benefit for working through situations today. And hopefully, just being open, being very mutable, very key when you have a mutable T-square, how well we can adapt and switch gears and change lanes. Very, very helpful on a day like this. The more like rigid we are, the more, it just feels a little abrasive. And not that, abrasiveness is something to be heralded, but reminds me of sandpaper. You throw sandpaper on some wood and it's a little abrasive, right? But after you're done, it's real smooth. So it's a good way to look at it too. All right, what do we got here? We got the Five of Swords in reverse. Pretty cool. I think that we can actually kind of chill out, and it's not that we need to have a bunch of conflicts. Maybe it's like the mutability's avoiding a situation that would almost be immature. It's almost like Saturn really wants us to be emotionally mature and like handle things correctly, if you will, especially spiritually today. And we might have to bite the bullet in some way to like hold back a little bit. Mars is trying to get things, happening real quick, and Saturn's like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Are you sure that, that's in line with your spiral up right now or not? So, yeah, I think we need to be careful with our words. I think we need to also express ourselves, but there's like a tactical way to go about things. And I think if you can be tactical and not just too harsh, or if you can deal with someone who's being too harsh and you can like bring out your tactical side in any debate or conversation, you'll probably be doing just fine in the end. Six of Wands, upright. Got the Victory card back to back to back. Good. Yeah, I feel like we are. We're seeing like little victories. Like every little challenge, every little change is providing, a nice little like almost instant gratification of victory in the end. So definitely like embrace the challenge when it shows up, big or small, because it's all good, and it's just showing you how strong and powerful you are and how you are able to will and create, more happiness and creative potential into your outer world. And the Three of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, I feel like a lot of this is like the inner work and even the physical work that we kind of have to do on our own right now. Just got to kind of do things. We're really building something special, I think, inside of ourselves that is something very potent that can be related and used with others to really make things happen. It can also feel like maybe if we're in situations with people and we're working on a situation, maybe that's where there's like butting of heads today. But again, be tactical. You don't have to do it all on your own. That's not what I'm saying. But remember that like really the important work is it's within you and your value systems and your confidence and your ability to be self-reliant. So that if somebody throws a curveball and kind of ruins your plans and like puts you into that detour mode, that you're good and you'll handle what you need to handle however you can and whatever makes the most sense and is the most tactical to your day. So I love you all very much. I hope you have a beautiful Thursday, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Much love. Peace.